stuff. So, in we go.
Yeah, how big of a difference can it make for Astralis talent bringing Mr. in? As you mentioned, we've been impressed with this guy from the one game we had out of him so far, but...
Yeah, let's get a bigger sample size. That's what I want. Because Furia, hell, they're bottom of the board. Young Ninjas, they are here to play. This is not an easy matchup for Astralis. They've got to prove their worth. Ninjas heading B into the stack.
Yeah, and fast about it as well. ZTR with the opener. Ultex brushed aside. Mr. needs to connect some of these shots, and he can't find a thing. A dominant start to this pistol round, to this Inferno game out of the Young Ninjas. This round is as good as done with Void dinked onto 5 HP. He's throwing flashes, trying to let him Investor do something here. Ooh. But it will be Young Ninjas getting that pistol round. A hot start, a fast play, not making us wait around.
Yeah, ZTR's got trampolines on his toes, man, just hopping into the bomb site and doubling up on the entry. Good stuff. Always willing to throw himself into the fire is ZTR. And it comes out clutch there for the Ninjas, sealing away a pistol round on Inferno. And even the triple B was not enough. Astralis talent need to get warm. Hell, that was Big's problem in that opening game.
Yeah.
Did not look like... They just looked rusty, man. Like, couldn't win their fights. Everything going wrong. Obviously, Mouse played incredible, but not the normal Big we're used to seeing. And so we need something strong out of Astralis. A force buy in the second round. They want to flip it on its head. But Young Ninjas buddied up, playing together, not letting anything go wrong.
Yeah, Ultex playing this this pixel gap spot. He's going to get like a second of notice as to whether or not they're up banana, and he can just tuck himself in. With the smoke now falling, we're going to have an early rotation out of Vigo over towards A. Swapping places with Void, because he's still got a smoke, right? It's a smoke delay play here for Astralis talent. But... I will say, they've done a good job of being sparing with these smokes, right? But there comes a point where you have to start dropping them, or else they might not ever get played at all. With top mid control taken for Young Ninjas, one of those smokes already removed, you can't really delay this play anymore like you were wanting to. And instead, you're looking at Vigo and you're saying, look, mate, good luck. You're all alone. You've got to try and win some of these fights. And, well, with him not winning anything, this might just be a save out of the remaining 3 D players.
Yeah, pit plant as well at the back of the bomb site, so T's going to have no problem just locking down this round. Astralis probably going to save these pistols and the armor, get to use them once again. Even these 2 smokes can be thrown at the start of the next round, so there's some benefit to saving here, far more than the risk of attempting a retake. It's a done round. It's a 2-0 right now. Just got to wait for that bomb to go off and the number to update. And then Astralis back to the spawn. Give it another try. Yeah, it looked like Nip wanted to go back there, right? They got that top mid, they got the brackets for free, and then they started turn around to go back to, I think it was Sapek's control, still up banana, and then they just get that kill on Mr. and they realize, hey, let's just commit. Så let's just commit, Harry. Let's jump right in to the Young Ninjas team speak.
Målar du pool istället, slipper använda så mycket mollas.
Ja, lyssna, jag kan måla dark sen om någon kan måla 1, 2 åt mig.
Jag kan måla 3 eller dark också.
Ja. Dubbelera bil, Kalle, du hoppar in träd och målar pool. Jag flashar upp dig.
Japp. Jag börjar balkong.
Ja, jag får se fel. En krossa, taggad 50.
Där. Gå in träden, nej där. Eller måla.
Jag kommer måla.
Flashar där.
Första.
Boom.
Stängs B.
Jag kommer smaka sig.
Ja, jag kommer B här.
Lägg en flash, verkligen.
Flashar. Lägger där.
Du kan stanna hela rundan. Jag hänger med benen.
Och smakar på någon.
Rullar. En side.
Ja, vi kan fortsätta stå och hålla.
Jag kommer sant igen bara. Står där inte.
Ja, han har typ one way.
Man kan fortsätta i boiler eller?
Du borde smaka CT, Kalle. Få bort en till smak.
Ja, jag ser det.
Om du kan.
Jag kommer smaka.
Ja. Anton, du får måla 3 sen. Love, du får lägga dark.
Kan smaka lång. Kan jag få en boiler flash eller?
Ja, jag kan lägga.
Hoppa över piken. Hoppa över. Mot Zetterberg.
Ja, där.
Det är inget.
Okej, vi lägger nades här nu.
Vi kan slå
Okej,
ut
ut
det. De lägger
Nej,
det.
vi lägger nades ändå.
Okej, right.
Jag lägger CT mål
Nej,
också.
Jag lägger
nej, de
runt.
CT.
plockar nu.
Chilla, chilla, chilla.
Lägg dark mollo, Love.
De
Anton
har
får lägga trean.
två smokes på B.
Ja, vi lägger bara båda smokesen efter den här.
Max, ska jag måla? 2an.
Trean.
Kan inte du göra det?
Lägg
Du står ju
smokes
där.
nu. Han kommer lägga dark.
Okej.
Lägg mollos. Lägger där.
Kalle,
Vi chillar bara
Kalle.
nu. Jepp, jag håller CT.
Ja, jag går in.
Jag håller
Första
CT.
dog.
Jag har CT. Tempo boostar.
Spelar
CT.
du?
Nice.
CT.
Boostad.
En till CT tror jag.
Det är CT då.
Tempo ruins. Jag plantar. Super
Inside.
reboost. Håll någon
Jag plantar.
reboost.
Ligger en AK i pool sen.
Kommer ryggsäte på dem.
Jag sitter 3 bara.
Jag utmanar höger sida CT.
Kan
Såg
gå
ni?
ut ruins nu.
Ja, jag håller CT.
Inte CT,
Ta en
tror
AK
jag.
pool. Om du har tagit
Han,
den.
han är close mig. Han one-diggade mig. Det ligger AK.
CT. CT. Nice.
Det ligger bak oss.
De är så.
Och det blev lite dyrt.
Woo! There we go. Nice and easy. Into the stack and out with a bang. Young Ninjas, they get it done. Now it's time for the gun round.
Nice. Do you always speak like that, Hugo? Or
Sometimes
is
I
this just
do,
a special treat?
but sometimes I don't.
I like it.
Maybe I will, but maybe I won't.
Yeah, it gets a bit boring when you do it on repeat like that. It loses its edge. These were some nice exit deagles, but, you know, no one's focusing on them because we've got a full buy on the cards. Void with this AWP. I feel like Pimp hasn't still, you know, got to see Void in his element yet,
True.
right? When
Full
this guy's
glory,
looking
yeah.
really, really good with the AWP, like, he can just shut down a game. We've seen him do that already. I'm hoping we can get some good mileage out of him today. CT AWPing, this is where he's going to have his best time of things. So I like that he's got the AWP out right away. Let's see if all this hype around Void is for good reason. Right now, he's taken it away from B. He was here early on with a triple lean towards this side of the map. When the AWP shot didn't connect down Banana, he was quick to reposition, trying to keep Young Ninjas guessing as to where this AWP is located. They wanted to take top mid there, but the smoke comes in, denies that top mid control, and Void actually has missed this timing onto Nilo. Not the end of the world. He's still spotted by the short player. Young Ninjas, they actually leave middle and go back towards Banana, looking for another one of these B plays. And thus far, the B site has been very kind to the Young Ninjas.
Yeah, smokes in the site, and out they go. Only one man is actually here, committed. It's Altex flashing a peek. That molly has cut Ninjas in half. One man has gotten through, none of the others. The Molotov pushes Altex into the open, and Rolf capitalizes in front of Coffins. Denied is Vigo, and with the bomb down and the smoke still up, it might just have to be a save, Harry. We've all seen Inferno before, and Void, he may never see the light of day again. Trying to escape with the AWP. They're holding the cross, and that was a double setup. Really nice idea for the Ninjas. He gets one, but even stopping to take a fight put him in the sight of another. And 4-on-2, Nilo just looking to lock in. Even one more kill would make so much difference. Mr. hanging around, getting exits. Knowing his back might be open to get to the AWP, but can he get out with it? Seems like it.
Not if he runs through library. If he stops now, he's golden. And he's all well and good. Mister gets out with the AWP. With 2 weapons saved, you could actually buy here. You could have some rifles. Like, I'm talking 4 rifles. That's a good amount of rifles. Not as good as 5.
No. Would argue that that's...
But, you
bigger
know,
and
more rifles isn't always better. Because 6 rifles, that's
a waste of money.
yeah, that's a bad amount of rifles.
What if you have a 6-man roster?
Doesn't matter. One of them doesn't need it, Hugo.
You're telling me Bubsky sat on the bench all that time just playing pistol DM?
He's not even allowed a gun, yeah. That's what was happening.
Damn, dude.
Is that a towel over the game?
That's I see that little medal. It had the CSGO logo on it. So winning some...
medals.
Yeah, there we go. You see on the right? Is that the CSGO logo?
Yeah, that is
Winning
the
some
CS
little
logo.
national championships, are you, Astralis talent? All right, all right.
I
Okay.
don't have any medals.
No, I just got participation awards. I don't know why. I never participated.
I want a medal one day. Or like a trophy. I
For
want
what?
a trophy more than a medal,
what?
but a medal's fine. I don't know. Something. Contributions to
Anything.
words.
What
Look
you-
at this. Sapek fast down long. yes. Oh, yes, Sapek. Give me more of that. Give me more of that, young ninjas. Mister down in the pit is all alone.
They
And
still
well,
don't know.
yeah, they
should
don't
be
know about him
scared.
yet.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
they know about him. Now they learn about this guy. Ah,
Done round. Wrap it up. Save.
Yeah.
5-0. Tick the box. Fall asleep. Have a micro nap for the next 60 seconds until
Hey.
the next round's over.
I had a micro nap last night by
Yeah.
mistake. Horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah,
You
napping
look
isn't
pretty comfy, Harry.
napping isn't as nice as people let on. I don't think.
I can't nap in the day. It's impossible.
So the real, sleep is lovely. We can all agree that
Yeah.
sleep is legit,
But-
and napping is basically sleeping. That's my problem. I can never just keep a nap as a nap. Like some people
You wanna
can sleep
ride
for
it out.
half an hour. If I fall asleep, I want to sleep for
Days.
ideally as long as possible, like a bear in hibernation.
Months.
Well, they don't just sleep the whole time. That's like a common
Could you blame
misconception.
them, though?
People actually think that, like when bears hibernate, they're just like, they just go and like power off for a few months in like a
I never
tree
really
or something.
thought about it. What do they get up?
Yeah,
They
man.
go foraging and
Yeah, they just enter like
store their
a
nuts for the
low
winter.
metabolic rate. Like they're not,
oh, okay.
they don't have as much energy. They can't exert themselves as much.
So what you're saying? If you
It's like
ever
a very
wanted to-
low energy
If
state.
you ever wanted to beat a bear, that would be the time to do it. Well, right down middle. Forget the bears. The claws are out, and they're all on Sapek's hands. He's found a double.
Yeah. It's a big bear, and Sapek's hungry. He's got 2 kills in the round so far. Now he's looking for even more over here towards this B bomb site. Oh, Mister, so blind. They're already crossing in. Really, and I don't want to have to say this, but if a kill doesn't happen soon, this will be another save for
like
Astralis
this.
Talent. They're trying to boost
They're
to deny the
ready.
bomb, but Fuzi is 1 step ahead. And now that save is really solidified. Young Ninjas are up onto 6. Are we going to have another stomp, Hugo? We've never had 2 stomps back to back. They're always spaced out by a couple of days. This would be
Yeah.
unheard of. And it does make me feel quite proud of the teams that are doing the stomping right now. Because as you get to the end of the league, right, like when we were coming into the Weplay Academy League, I know a lot of the people who have been watching have watched the whole thing. Y'all have been great, by the way. Shout out for that. But in the first few days, we kept saying, yeah, there's loads of time. You've got lots of matches to warm up into this, to get better, to improve. As you approach the end of a double round robin group stage, like this is where all the games really do become important. With each victory, you can move into that glorious top 3, and that's where you want to find yourself, right?
Yeah, and
So it's really impressive to see the teams that felt destined to reach a top 3 trying to elevate their level in these final couple of days.
because it is so important for a team like the Young Ninjas in
Yeah.
this position, coming in with the most experience, coming in, fighting talk on day one, saying they're the favorites. We have this expectation. They have the expectation. Everyone thinks this team is going to be in that top 3, and they need to get there. And honestly, Harry, yeah, they're in the top 3, but it's so damn close. Na'Vi Jr., the same score, a very close round difference. Fnatic Rising, same case as well, 5 and 4. And of course, not even talking about Big or Miles, who are both sitting top of the league as well. So yeah, anything can change, anyone can catch up. And so all the more reason to keep your wins clean. 6-0 and a man down, that AWP has struck first. And so I actually really like this lean towards B. It won't be forever. Vigo is moving back and forth, undecided still. But if Young Ninjas go A, they're going into the 1 weapon in this round. Probably hoping to avoid that, but they're not. What's better, though? Triple B stack of pistols or walking into the double pit with the AWP? I don't know what's easier at this point. Depends on the utility. Depends how the Young Ninjas take this A site. Under a minute left. Faking out long is going to make you paranoid, but they're really popping out of apps.
Something that's pretty huge here is that Void still has a smoke, right? So this molly from Sapek won't be able to force him out of position. Little choke there, and now the Palace flood is in. Palace apartments, rather. Sapek, though, could be a palace with the royalty that this guy's looking like right now.
Yeah, King Lord. No, wait, sorry. I read my notes wrong. Cringe Lord, no. Just 6 shots dropping on their head.
Well, you know, there's like King Cruel. He can be like King Cringe, right?
Poor guy, he's getting roasted.
No, it's not.
It's
right.
all fun and
Cringe
games. It's all...
is, at least in CS terminology,
I view
is a
it. Yeah, I view it like the word try hard. Like, yes, I am trying hard. No shit.
I never understand it. Like,
of course I'm
you'll
trying.
queue like a.
I don't queue 2k elo pugs.
Yeah.
to
You'll queue like a 2.6k elo face pug, and people are like, you try hard, and it's like, do you even understand? Like, what do you want me to do? Just throw, just queue up, and just well, knife out, boys. What's even the point?
Well, why even bother, mate? Why even bother? Lovely round for Sapek, right? The entry onto the AWP, he drops on the head of the next, and it keeps up the score for the young ninjas. They walk into
I love
the
this
sniper,
room,
no
man.
problem.
I love the way the monitor is, the white monitor and everything.
Yeah, that
Look at
is cool.
It's
yeah,
cool, right?
Yeah.
It looks really clean.
Yeah, that is nice. Respect.
Got a great setup here.
Well, not so much in the server.
No.
I need to adjust some of these CT setups. Down 07. Double AWP, though. That's nice. Best buy yet.
I'm trying to give Oltec something, right? Like, he's got a sick PC setup. But this T side is lacking. So, you know, with the good comes the bad. And ZTR and Fuzi going to open up this round with a quick double. And already we're leaning into save territory in the opening 30 seconds of the round.
You do this round, I'll be back next.
All right. Yeah, so Astralis talent leaning heavy over towards A, taking a bit of a gamble. You know, when you're in a situation like this, you kind of have no choice but to gamble. Young ninjas. They're the ones with the full deck of cards. Because that ties into the idea of gambling somehow. Yeah, quite nicely.
Yeah, Inferno, man, CT money, and then sweaty T sides. This is what it leads to. This is what these games end up as. And you're making a gamble call. Here's the sad thing. I like the gamble call. It's a good call. It's a good round to do it. Look what's happening. It's the wrong call. It's B. It's young ninjas avoiding the stack, and into the empty site they bombard utility, and now the bodies. And they realize pretty quickly that it's all fine and dandy, all clear. Gonna check your corners just to make sure, but the realization setting in, the bomb's getting stuck for a change, and it's 8-0. Nilo here to hunt down the saving players, and these kills here for Nilo break Astralis, so that's a massive frag for Altex. Even keeping these guns standing will mean you can rebuy next round. Without them, you're back to eco. And so while young ninjas are a long way away, they have enough money to justify any kind of hunting they want to do. Doesn't seem like they're too invested, though. And it's a sad day for Astralis talent. Yeah, it's just a shame that the money of this game forces matches to be played like this, because I think obviously the big talking point right now in Counter-Strike is MR15, game's too long, BO3 takes 5 hours. You know, all fair points, all very reasonable points, but I think it all comes down to the root, which is the money. Counter-Strike didn't used to be like this.
Yeah.
We used to have more sided games.
I also
I think like the Mario Kart effect of just constantly padding up CTs when they're, you know, or sorry, padding up Ts when they're stacking up rounds. I think things like that make this game very, very long.
Yeah, no, man, I'm entirely inclined to agree with you, Hugo. Right, and I remember when the money changes first took place, and everyone's immediate reaction was, the games feel way longer now. And I think a lot of people went and looked, and they were like, well, they're not, like, they're not according to the numbers.
Really
but the fact that like everyone is now complaining about game length really does suggest to me that
it's just a fact. Now it's just like rounds, you know, and that comes with the style being played, slow defaulting.
Yeah.
You know, you're playing by the numbers. Think about this, right? There's so much money on the line. There's so much pride. There's so much glory. Of course, you like as a player, you're going to be bleeding every round, every second for whatever you can get out of it. So, you know, you should never like. That's just the game. Not the game being wrong, but I don't know what word you would use. A combination of formats, from the money to the round time to the meta. These all influence the fact that, you know, we do have this kind of Inferno game, which is very common, where the CTs are just getting rolled and they are just saving and nothing's really happening. And the rounds are decided by the first 2 kills. And I don't think that's good for the game. I don't enjoy games like this. I don't think Astralis enjoy games like this. And while it's well played for the Ninjas, nothing else to be said about it. It's still pretty painful to watch. Quick trade at B, and if they go in now, Harry, the round's over.
Yeah, it would be a perfect case study for exactly what you're saying, Hugo, right? Vigo here, they lose another man. It's this 3-on-4 retake at the B site. Double AWP left in the retake as well. If you ever wanted to see what a save call looks like, this is destined to be one.
You're in the right game.
Yeah, this is going to be another save out of Astralis talent, especially if nothing presents itself. They'll hang around with the AWPs, right? If anyone overextends on Young Ninjas and gives you a reason to go for this, then we'll see Astralis talent, you know, embark upon this retake round. But with a resmoke in CT, chances of this getting out of hand come down to a blind smoke shot. And no one's going to extend into the firing line of that smoke or the AWP. So, yeah, just by sitting on their laurels and not giving up the numbers game, Young Ninjas can look forward to a 9 appearing where that 8 is on the board.
Yeah, this is harrowing. This is insanely dominant. And it's not like the Ninjas are even having to run, you know, fakes or what have you. They've been pretty standard every single one of these rounds, taking Banana early, getting top car, rotating out, doing the mid stuff. And at that point, they decide, okay, do we recommit B with our control, or do we just overwhelm this A site, flash out pit, run up short? We've not seen a mid to B, like with a long take. We've seen one moto wrap into A. We've not seen Astralis take Banana. We have seen them push down mid, so maybe some Banana utility would be a nice time to throw it in for Astralis. Have a triple B setup, and yeah, they've got 2 there, but they should have the util to stop a full rush, stop this control from getting taken. There's the Molotovs. Nips smoked them out, and Astralis can't stay there forever. They could fight for the car, but they don't want to. Back in the bomb site once again, Altex and his AWP are fighting. Young Ninjas, they take Banana, they go quiet, and they look elsewhere for now.
Vesta. Oh, that should have been yours. Sick. Instead, Nilo is selling this A fake. Vico will remove one of these B players. They run boost the AWP out into his crosshair, and they feed that AWP at B a double. Finally, Astralis talent in a spot where they could win a round, and they can even afford to sustain some losses, right? Even if you don't trade evenly in A, if you get like, 2 for 1 here, you still get to attempt this round. This is not the kind of ground that Astralis talent have had in this game yet. So they need to seize this opportunity while they've got it. Mister, very quiet here. Going to be given a chance from down in the pit. They're pushing him. They're coming his way. They've got him trapped, and they're going to cancel him out. We just need 1 from Vigo or Void, and Vigo's going to put up the first. Both these AWPs trapped in the site and getting spammed down low. Young Ninjas have got it back into a 2-on-1 now, and it's the low HP Vigo, re-smoked at long. Walking through, Rolf is going to lock it in, and Young Ninjas, they can't seem to do anything wrong. Double digits secured.
3v4, 3v5? What was that? As they were walking to wraps, they were 3v4.
Yeah, that was a little 3v4 out of them.
Dear, oh dear. Lovely round, but missed shots, man. And yeah, to be fair, like to Mister and to Astralis here, they're not really warm. They've not really had many 1v1s. A lot of these A players have just been saving Harry. So, Mister, haven't had to say his name too much. He really did not look all too ready for that gunfight. And as said, he spent most of his game in the pits just holding on. So, yeah, maybe not so warm or Astralis. Void going to try and put some pressure on, but he's got to be careful. They're up on mid. He is there in time, and he takes down Fuzi. Finally, a man advantage for Astralis. They've had a couple here, but not really been able to do much with it. This one is refragged. An AWP for an AWP, an eye for an eye. Fuzi gone, Void lives, but Vigo loses his at the top of B. Mister, he's made his early rotate and luckily enough has all this utility. Going to flash his teammate back into Banana. There it goes over the top as the execute comes in. Altex gets involved and he does well. 3 kills, bomb dropped, and Altex may have just put Astralis' first round on the board. It's a beautiful flick to find the 4th. And so there we go. They've done it. They've broken the curse.
Yeah, sometimes breaking that big old streak, getting the first round on the board, that can be all it takes to re-energize you, reinvigorate you, and then find a bit more success. Now, will that happen for Astralis Talent? That's a whole other beast, right? Thus far, we haven't really seen much to convince us that this could be the turning point in this game. But maybe if we can get a bit more mileage out of guys like Altex, there could be a more redeemable half to be found here for Astralis Talent. Fast mid play out of the young ninjas. Void has taken some liberties with this AWP. We're starting to see a bit more confidence, a bit more aggression. Now this does leave the A-bomb site a little worse for wear. Mister is the only guy actually in the site. Void's having to support from the apartments. And look at Sapek, right? You wanna know how this guy got his nickname? You wanna know how this guy got, look at what he's doing right now. Sitting in this long smoke, sitting in it, waiting for it to fade, trying to hit a timing. And he doesn't quite find it, but still, he's trapped Void down in the pit, and he's got the info that this AWP is here now for his team. Starting to push in, Mister with 1. Sapek naded out as well, but Fuzi and Rolf keep this in a 2-on-2.
Oh dear.
And now Young Ninjas look to get that bomb planted. Vigo wrapping the apartments, but Fuzi winning that fight onto Altex over in middle has left this all on Vigo. 1v2,
No,
and he's
dude.
deked out by Fuzi. 11-1, and the response is immediate from Young Ninjas.
Doesn't help that Young Ninjas know everything that's going on. Like they're reading Astralis before they're even into the retake there in that 2-on-2. Fuzi ready for the wide peak and even chases the last down with a deagle. That was a 2-on-4 there for the Young Ninjas in that bomb site. There was a nice hold for Mister. He got that double, but once the trades came in, the banana flank was there, and Young Ninjas knew it was coming through. 11-1, Astralis, they get on the board for only a moment, a whimper of a round. And then Young Ninjas show us everything again. Another AWP down middle, not taking the aggressive peak. And there's something else to be said, because I'm just trying to find positives for Astralis, but in doing so, it almost gives like more credit to the Young Ninjas. It's not like we've had these like silly aggressive plays that sometimes AWPers will fall into, like they'll be peeking down mid and taking a lot of early fights and losing them. Like it's not like Void has been offering up kills and making bad plays. It's not like the Young Ninjas have had to or been given free picks. They've had to work for them. So that gives even more credit to the Ninjas that they've been holding on so well. Fast through the mid smoke, it's a bit audacious, but the smokes are down and Rolf provides the kills, doubled up. Fuzi still with the AWP, and now they take the A site as Astralis again are left in a retake. However, this time they've got to give it a go.
Yeah, they've got to give it a go. It's one of the best looking chances of the retake they've had. A 3-on-3 with low HP on your opponents. Hell yeah, this is worth it. Oh boy, bit of spam damage onto Void and Vigo. And a re-smoke down on Moto to add insult to injury. The molly, is it gonna spread? Is Void gonna be all right? Oh, he's all good, he's fine, but he is getting out of there. The rest of his team is saving. Astralis Talent, they have to write this one off. With the re-smoke in at Moto and all 3 players coming from that position, they just have to let this round slip by the wayside and save again.
Rot-row.
Hey, Astralis Talent, they could join the accounting team at Astralis with the amount they're saving here.
Yeah,
Hugo.
true. Some bang for your buck. Make back that milli. This is super impressive, though, for the Young Ninjas, proving their worth on Inferno once again. And Astralis Talent, this might be 0-5 on this map for these boys. Not had a good run at things. Molotov, who's got to jump out of the pit, pushing down his Vesta, and hey, I admire the attempt, right? It looks crazy, but nothing else has been working. Astralis throw themselves through that B smoke, Traded down 2-1 though. They were hoping maybe Young Ninjas would run the gun and overcommit after getting 2 kills, and into the orb they would go, but no rushing. Still stopping in this 4-on-3, waiting for a kill to come to them. And while it is in alt mid, they don't know. Good shot for Void out of there as well. And Vigo now has control of
Nilo's knife out.
freebie, but he will get traded 2-on-2. And Young Ninjas, they always love clawing back these rounds.
Yeah, Mr. well hit this timing, getting past Fuzi. And Fuzi has got no idea, so that's a free kill for Mr. He's even able to cross into the pit, not needed. A double up. And a second round on the board for Astralis Talent. You did say something earlier on, which I think is very, very true, right?
Yeah.
Because of the nature of this game, Astralis Talent haven't really had a chance to, like, warm up as individuals, right? Like, you've had so many saves. What, like, I would say 10 of these rounds coming down as saves. Maybe I'm a little off with that. I think it's more like 8, but yeah, you know, 8 rounds coming down to saves. That's 8 rounds where 2 or 3 players haven't even got to fire a shot, right? You must feel a little out of practice if all you've been doing is playing the save simulator. So it's nice that we have guys like Mr. still giving us rounds like that one there. Irregardless of all of these points I'm making for Astralis Talent, they're still staring at this scoreline where the best possible case is a 3-12, and we've already seen what that did for Big Omen Academy earlier on today. Back towards this B site, and Astralis Talent do have 3 players here. Flash over, Void, oh my goodness, he was so blind, he didn't shoot, he called their bluff, and he might regret that decision in the blink of an eye. This round, this half is looking as good as done. Vigo and Mr. Oh, now just Vigo left in the 1v5 clutch. It would be one for the record books, but it's not going to happen. He's getting wrapped from everywhere. They're trying to knife him. Oh, Sapek. Oh, they're all trying to knife him. Ah! Oh, my God. He's going to win the round. That is karma. That is karma. Vigo, he makes them pay the ultimate price. They all rush him with knives.
Oh, my God.
That's wild. It's an ace for Vigo.
I've never seen anything like it.
I have not seen anything like that in a pro CS match before. I'm kind of lost for words.
Oh, run it back, run it right back. What? What in God's name?
Wow, okay.
That's better than the last, like, 14 rounds. I'm convinced. That's the best round of the game. And the last player...
Dude, Fuzi was full
So
blind off of
So
the Young
blind.
Ninjas' flash.
I think Young Ninjas are probably laughing.
We need
after
to
that
hear
one.
the comms from I don't care who we hear, because for
yeah.
Astralis Talent, that would have been funny. For Young Ninjas, that was definitely funny.
I don't think they're recording. Are they recording it?
No.
No.
I
You
just
for
mean
next
like,
round?
yeah.
Oh, okay, what's if they can recover after that one? Yeah, let's find out, I guess, because sheesh. That's one way to bottle it.
incredible.
Yeah, it's almost impressive. How do you lose that? I don't really know, but I don't think it's going to hurt you at this point in the game. No investigation needed, guys. Close your books. Oh my God, but...
I'm just thinking about it, man. They're all running at him, they're flashing him, they're probably laughing the whole time.
Fair enough, he hits every shot, mate.
Yeah.
Vigo just absolutely shredded him. Nice stuff.
Oh, I want to see it on the replay. I need to relive that moment.
I'm waiting for it just like you are. Legitimately better than the previous 14 rounds put together. Or at least more entertaining. Had some great moments out of the Ninjas in this matchup. And I'm sure they're more than ready to close on the CT side. Once they flip-flop on over, you can see that counter going up. You know it's coming, boys. You know that little AWP clip is only round.
Hurry up! Yes, here it is! We get to relive it again. Oh, it hurts
Rolf
even more the
calls it off.
second time.
Rolf tries to shoot him, man. All right, let's see what the vibes are like. Let's jump into the Young Ninjas TS.
Inget trollande alltså.
Kommer gå ner pit.
Help a second.
Yeah.
Looking slope. Second, folk rushar, typ 3 pers.
Right. Jag
Kör
rotar
kort.
redan nu, jag rotar.
Jag håller inte ännu då. Smoke
Kan
in
du gå
där.
lång?
Jag kan gå lång.
Typ de går in
Ingen
långt.
kort. Flash.
Kan lång.
Rota.
Lång. Håller
Gå
den
igenom
upp.
In the site.
Jag går igenom
Jag
lib.
får hjälp, Kien.
Nice.
En grave.
Håll min grave bara.
Jag
Gå igenom,
söker
gå
på er.
igenom Erik.
Ja, en close dog. En
Gå
side. Side.
Side,
Buff,
två
buff.
side, två side, två
Två
side.
Flash your grave. Flash your grave.
Sides.
Side. Höger och Geffon. Höger och Geffon.
Drop in. Need a big box.
Vänta lite.
taggad.
Vi kan stå och hålla. Han sökte mig. Den andra in till höger. Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Kit ligger lång. Kit ligger lång.
Ja.
Snyggt. Bra löst alltså. Nice Nilo.
Oh, Altex did his best. He really tried, man, but not enough to get through the young ninjas and their retake potential. It's immediately coming in. About as many retakes as Astralis managed to get on that CT side. Already locked in after that pistol. It's a nice round, and it's probably the beginning of the end for Astralis talent, at least in this one. Bomb plant is temptation to force, and it's honestly a good decision at this point in the game. Haven't got a lot of breathing room. And so full buy for both sides. Let's see who comes out on top. Can Astralis save themselves from humiliation? Can they put up something near the end of this game just to make that scoreboard look a little bit nicer? And hell, that's one way to start.
Yeah, Vesta with the opener. Oh, peeking into mid. They will get returned on by Roll. But they trade that out, and now they're looking to pick up the pace into this A-bomb site. No, they ain't. They're wrapping CT. Sapek. Oh, dear. He hears the footsteps. He's here. The lineup. Sapek with 3, and goodbye, Astralis talent. They try to get cutesy with it. They try to throw them through a loop. And in the end, it's Young Ninjas looking to take this one over the finish line in round 17. All 3 guys mowed down in an instant. Mister left in this clutch in a 1-on-2, but both Young Ninjas players are eager for this fight, and they're going to win it. 14 on the board for the Ninjas, and no money left over in those Astralis talent bank accounts, up against 14.
The end is near, and the rebuy pretty much confirms it, right? Reforcing, not even trying to play for that 15-round comeback. And I can't blame them. Fast up B, a lot of ammo wasted for Rolf. Sapek has to pick up the pieces, and he gets a double. That's an equal trade. That's AKs available to the Astralis side. Smoke coming in, Spawn, Fuzi. Oh, he even gets one through. That's Nilo stealing the kill, but no one's complaining. Bomb getting planted now, man down. Astralis talent, they had a chance, but it's been stripped away by pure luck. Can anyone pick up the pieces? Fuzi's got the info on both players. The question is, has that pool player crossed out? Now they're about to find out. Vigo dead, and through the smoke again, Young Ninjas find match point. 15-3, looking to lock it in with ease.
Yeah, this would be another dominant game, right? Our second of the day. NIP must be feeling damn good running towards this finish line. Let's listen into the team comms as we embark on what could be the final round of play.
Här.
Du kommer be hålla flash, Erik. Kommer be hålla Nico.
Jag har bara en,
Vi
så jag
velar.
löser.
Ja.
Ja. Spela tillsammans nu boys och försöka blocka med nades på. Vi är 3B.
Åker du måla
Vi
känner?
kommer ta B.
Jag är
Ja,
för kort.
Ja,
vi målar träd.
Ja.
Det släcker du om det behövs. Om de målar upp, släcker du.
Kalla flashen.
Ja. Okej, vänta. Flasha nu, Erik.
Jag laddar.
Han
Jag
smoke.
vet, i smoke.
Jag hänger med dig. Är han
Axla
close?
höger.
Ja, han är
nej,
close.
fuck, han smoke.
Jag sitter uppe, jag håller och pickar wood.
Jag kommer ställa mig i sandbagen här.
Ja.
2B.
Japp, de lägger nades. Jag
Ta
lovar.
mark. Jag kommer dö snart.
Jag ger mig med. Kan du smoka?
Ja.
Jag håller
Nej,
wide.
han pushar tror jag.
En wide.
2 till tror jag.
Ingen kör upp. Stockara.
Ingen uppe.
Jag är smokad.
Jag björn. Ingen uppe med. Kan gå upp nu. Backa benen.
Jävla lugnt
Spela lugg i
alltså.
3A.
Ja, jag kommer komma med.
Can we go inside?
Jag kommer. Ta lång.
Går ner pet. Kanske om du kan hinna.
Ja, jag tar lång. Jag kommer stå site. Mitt lång.
Dubbla
Jag
ner
försöker
site, en
Jag kommer stå
håller.
default hålla lång.
Då gå upp till repris så har ni bättre setup. Om Lobbe kan hålla långt därifrån.
Okej, ja.
Tror jag.
Lång.
Jag prep på.
Framme.
En till. En till.
En till.
Och nu sägs.
Nice.
Nice.
GG.
Jävlar, jag tror det var på en kvar.
And just when you thought maybe Astralis talent had a chance to save one more round, one more go at it, they walk into that 3-man stack. They get 1v2'd by Rolf, and the Young Ninjas get the W here today.
Yeah.
Man, that was an impressive showing from the Young Ninjas. Very, very flat from Astralis talent, though it has to be said, right? It does feel like these squads, you know, your Mao's NXTs, your Young Ninjas, these guys, they're trying to up the level as we get to the end of the league. And they're trying to show that difference in tier, the difference in ability. We're going to throw this one back over to the desk. What did y'all make of that?